All right, let's get this going, shall we? Let's get it going officially.
Today is Wednesday. Wednesday?
It's Wednesday! It's Wednesday!
Wednesday!
Cheeky.
Chihuahua.
Charmed.
Wednesday? What Wednesday?
Every Wednesday!
Every damn Wednesday. Wednesday?
Wednesday. Cheeky.
Chihuahua.
Charmed.
Every Wednesday!
That's right, it's Wednesday. It's that roller coaster ride of the weekend where you get to the top and get ready to go down. And that's what we're doing, folks. Got halfway through the week, and we are going all the way around, corkscrew straight down, and turn some more as usual. But we're only halfway through the week, folks. It's halfway over. So let's get on with the show and figure out what's actually going on, shall we? Come on, let's bring that puppy in. Let's bring her into a run. Come on down, and let's go right about there. Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope everything's okay. Let's get up here to the comments. First off, we do not have Zoltan today. That man is at a doctor's appointment, so I do not have a moderator. Okay, that means no moderator for Jimmy. I will be typing my own and trying to keep a track on comments. Please be sweet, all right? I will try to keep it up. Got to keep things going. Hello, Nick. Nick, how are you? Nick Allman, welcome. Come on in and blessings. Who else is in here? That's about all I see is Nick and Zoltan. So I just basically see Nick. I see 5 out there. You're lurking. Say hello to everybody. Come on now. There's 5 out there lurking. All right. Let's pop on over here and get that. There we go. Darlene Schilling. Hello, Darlene Schilling. Okay, Darlene, if you want to keep an eye on some of this, help me out with the moderating today. I'd appreciate it. Now, what we're going to be doing, folks, I'll be showing some of this stuff off, and I'll be typing this in right quick. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to throw a few things up here for you all to watch. Like, let's go with this one. This is something Andrea and I are rather proud of. I'll throw this one on while I'm getting these things set up. Here we go. That was last year's WWP. Got our pictures up there. That was our. That was my basic training. I think that was hers as well. She did 20 years, folks. I did 6. But we're both veterans, and we're both awfully proud of being veterans in the WWP. Chad Brookman, welcome and come on in. I thought I saw Lisa. Lisa Anderson, good to see you. Welcome. Come on in. Blessings. How are you? All right, folks. If you can hear my voice, you know I'm up to something. As usual, I'm up to something. Let's get some races going. Yep, Darlene Schilling, you're right. Okay, I'll try that again. Good to see what's going on. Yep, all right. Mike Slice, hey, welcome. Come on in. All right, Mikey, how you doing? Check these guys out. I got 4 of them up here. I got these from Auction Palooza. As you can see, they're all Kennedys. We got an 85, 81, 71, and 72. These are real Kennedys. These are real Kennedys. But they're gold-plated, as you can see, rather nicely. Now, the back is completely coated. The front is just basically showing the president's bust and the lettering around it. Very nice. And they are coated. These are, let me see if I can pull one of these off and show it up close right quick. Now, this camera won't do it, but let me flip this over here right quick and show the other. Yeah, I got my other camera working. I finally got both cameras working. Hello, everyone. How are you? Good to see everyone. Got my hat on, got my rush hat, got some pins on, got this pin on, of course. I always have that Screaming Eagle on. Let me show you this right quick, if I can get it up to the camera right. Let me do this right. Now, there we go. Now, that's a special coating on there. It's a hard, like a resin. It's a resin, I'm sure. But it coats the coin completely. The coin is coated. It's protected. And these are nice coins. It's a very nice keychain. And let's face it, folks. If you pick up a keychain like that for $250, that's not saying nothing, okay? That's not saying nothing at all. That's saying pretty good, all right? That's a $250 for a keychain. Now, hold on a second, folks. I'm going to have to go ahead and put on a video because I have a cheeky chihuahua problem. Yeah, I do. Let's go find something a little longer. We'll go up here. I'm going to have to take care of a cheeky chihuahua problem. Excuse me. And the moral of that story is what not to do, like singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow in front of that robot. Didn't turn out too good for old Dorothy Gale there. Bye-bye, Ducky. Oh, well. Yeah, I make some strange videos. And I'm working on some more, too. Trust me. If you think that one's strange, try this. This is one of my latest. WWP and the Italian Brain Rot.
Hello and blessings, everyone. It is that time of the year again. Yes, it's Wounded Warrior programs and auctions. By this I mean that there is many members of the community who are donating and contributing to the WWP. We here, at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms, and in conjunction with Boutique Vuja Dea, have already started filling the WWP chest. To send to our great friends, Jenny Sweetheart, MLZ, the Tash Money Together known as the Tres Amigos.
So, let's remember, the Wounded Warrior program comes from our hearts. When you mess with Jimmy Snowdog, don't forget to get cheeky.
That's right, folks. Don't forget to get cheeky. All right. We got 8 spots open. Thank you, Nick. And the very first spot always goes on this channel to WWP. That's the Wounded Warrior program, folks. The Wounded Warrior Project. Project. You hear both used, but the official is the Wounded Warrior Project. I use program a lot because that's what we hear over at the VA a lot. All right, we got one more. Thank you, Darlene Schilling. Now, I'm going to be writing these down and trying to do this correctly as we do this. And we'll get Darlene on here. All right. Now, folks, that's $250 for a keychain for the Danbury Mint. I believe it. Yeah, they came from the Danbury Mint. These are real 50-cent pieces. Let me flip over the picture here. These are real 50-cent pieces. Then they make a nice little, they can make a nice little gift. They can make your stuff just keep it in your own pocket. They're nice. But, you know somebody's a coin guy. They make nice little gifts. Okay? Kennedy. We will do even more Kennedys in a little while. As you can see, while you guys are looking at that, I'll pull one of these over here. I found 2 more of these. Yeah, I did. The little cheeky chihuahua. That's Zeusy. Zeusy the cheeky chihuahua. I took my cheeky chihuahua, who's on the back porch yelling at me right now. He wanted to go out. That's what he wanted to do, so I put him on the back porch. I want to go out and yell at them. Anyway, I took a picture of him, gave it to the AI, and said, do me a favor, make a cartoon out of my little boy here. And that's what they came up with. And that looks very much like Zeus. It really does. I found a couple more of those keychains in the back when I was doing some stuff today. Thought people might like that. They were kind of cute. I'll figure out what to do with them. Let me get back over here to see what I'm doing. Pop this, push this button here. Okay. Come back here. Walter. Good afternoon, Walter. Good afternoon. How are you? Blessings and welcome in. AZ Coins. Good afternoon, AZ. How are you? Come on in and blessings. Hit that thumbs up, guys, if you don't mind. Walter, AZ, what we're doing today is we're, first off, we're doing a $250 a spot, 10 spots a race for these nifty little Kennedy keychains. Get your choice. We got 85, 81, 71, and 72, I believe what they are. These are real 50-cent pieces. They're gold-plated front and back, and they're coated so they don't get all messed up in your pocket. They're a keychain. Kind of nice. $250 for a nice keychain. We'll get that going. More than likely, what I'll do is whatever comes the proceeds on this one will go to Wounded Warrior Project. No matter who wins, y'all get your keychain. The money will probably wind up going to Wounded Warrior Project. I am trying to fill that chest you see in the back with much stuff as I possibly can. I'll go through what's in there already, and y'all going to see me throw a couple more things in today. In about 2 weeks, I intend to package that thing up and send it off to MLZB and Jenny Sweetheart. And, well, Cash Money will get it, but he's the third one of the Tres Amigos. They are the people that we're centered on, along with Vote for Pedro, Adam Hartman. There's several others out there. If I forget to name you, I'm sorry. Yell at me later. It makes no difference. I'll try to remember. But that's right. We got 7 spots left over. Let's get that race out of the way because I got a nice race coming up after that, folks. We're looking at real Kennedy, real Benjis, real Walkers. Yeah, they're $30 a coin, folks. And that's a keychain as well. That's $30 a coin, today's prices. Oh, if you haven't noticed, the banner going along the bottom of this show. The banner of this show flat out says that spot is at $70 at this show. I looked over and saw it was at 79 earlier. I think it's 78. It dropped down to 78.93 or something like that. We're going to call it 79. At $70 a spot, it is basically $9 under spot. Okay? That's $9 under spot if you purchase a 1 ounce silver from me today. All right? I got 4 or 5 of them to choose from. And what I'm going to do, I got to push this button here. Push this button. Push that button. And then I'll push this button. Okay, a lot of buttons to push. As you can see, that's what we call the wheel of spots. The wheel of spots. What is the wheel of spots? Well, the wheel of spots is real simple. It's saving you a little money. I'm already taking $9 or $8 off spot today. I'm already taking that and offering that off. And if you purchase a wheel, you purchase a round of silver or a bar of silver from me. It's a 1 ounce silver. It's real silver. I'm all tongue-tied today, folks. You purchase one from me today, that's at 70. Automatically, you're paying $9 off this shit. You're off. That's off spot. Then you spin the wheel. Let me pull over here and get the wheel. And we're going to spin that wheel. 3, 2, and a 1. There it goes, folks. It's 7s, 5s, and 3s. And it's coming up on. There it goes. Today it's 3. This one was 3. But when you spin, it could be a 5 or a 7 because there's an equal amount of numbers on there. Try it again. That was 3. Come on. Do something better now. And, all right, wait a minute. You land on a teddy bear. You get to spin again, and you get a free charm. Yeah, I'm actually doing this. I got charms. I'm not saying you're going to get that teddy bear charm, but you will get one of my charms. It's a Cheeky Chihuahua charm. And we spin again. So, all right, you've done this. You purchased an ounce of silver at 70. You're taking, no, you ain't giving to, well, that's just too easy. We'll go again. We're going to do this again. That's too easy. Come on now. Come on. Give me a number. Other than 3. All right. Well, you know how it works, folks. Basically, here's what it is. Try to get something off it. Come on, dang it. Basically, you purchase a silver. That's $70. That's not a 7. That's 8. There we go. I knew I'd hit it sooner or later. We've hit it a few times. 7. Finally got it. All right. Basically, what that does is I'll go it over real slow and real easy. Keep it up here. You purchase a 1 ounce silver from me. That's 70. That's $8 to $9 off spot today. Then you spin this wheel. As you see the charms come up, you get a charm from me. Also, you spin again and get that number, 3, 5, or 7. That's $3, $5, or $7 off it again. All right? So you're saving money, you're getting silver. Only body shows up at this show is people in my community, and that's the coin community, basically, or the sellers community. And that's my friends. That's my community. In my community, I do that for y'all. All right? So I've gone through that. That's what the wheel of spots is, or are, whatever you want to call it. That is the wheel of spots. If you purchase a 1 ounce silver from me today, then we play the wheel of spots. You're liable to get a free charm, and you will take more money off that 70. Think about it, folks. I'm trying to save you some money. All right, enough of that. Let's go over here, and let's fire up one of these. Let's do this one here. Let's see. Yeah.
Let's help Squidly Diddly get ready to celebrate the 4th of July and the 250th American anniversary. He is trying. Yes, we know. He's very trying.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you something. I got this the other day. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. You think I'd get this right sooner or later. Here we go. As you can see right behind me. Oh, yeah. I got my WWP banner. It's a big old flag. It is nice. I'll be putting that up when we do our live shows right along with the Cheeky Chihuahua flag. Got to get me another stand. But I'll be doing that soon. And while I'm showing things off, folks, I don't know if Robert's out there. Silver Paws 22, are you out there? I'm hoping you're going to show up sometime today, brother. Here you go. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Can y'all see that logo? Oh, wrong logo. Here we go. This way. There we go. Every ounce counts. That's right. Make every ounce count. That's right. Silver Paws 22. Y'all get a chance. Y'all need to check out my buddy Silver Paws. Sultan, Silver Paws, everybody's in there 2-3 times a week. We all like to race each other, have fun, yak at each other. Me, I'm nuts. I sit in there in the lobby and sell barbecued dollar lizard lips, I think it was last time. Yeah, lizard lips on a stick. Yeah, gotta have fun while you're racing. Yesterday, I won a 1 ounce of silver Tesla. Oh, yeah, Tesla's my man. I've always loved Tesla. I was reading his stuff long before most people even knew his name or the band existed. Let me get back over here, folks, and get out of my ugly face. Here we go. All right. We got a race going on here, folks. Let's get this up a little bit. There we go. That's not too out of focus, is it? That looks good. All right. Those are real Kennedys. Those are real Kennedy $50. They're from the Danbury Mint that I know of. Let me get back over. Oh boy, I'm behind in comments. Sorry. Come back. I'm behind. I'll try to keep up. Squiddly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Squiddly was in there. Come back and join us, Walter. All right. Squiddly sounds like Ned Flanders. Squiddly diddly. It was Squiddly I started with, and it was the AI that started calling Squiddly a last name of Diddly. So I just took it on there. I really did. Who's still here? Me. Thank you, Nick. All right. Well, I haven't even done this yet, so let's get this up. Maybe we can get some people to open their eyes and check out some things. Hold on a second, folks. I got to push some more buttons. Push this. Push this. And push this. All right. Well, why isn't it picking up? Because nobody's probably said it. That's why. All right, folks. Hashtag 250. Yeah, I don't think Paul's in there. He would have popped up and said something at me. I'm hoping he does. I'll still show off this T-shirt. Now, this is my T-shirt. It's even, the logo's even bigger and nicer on the back. Okay? Let me see if we're getting, is that thing working? Yeah, okay. Yeah. The hashtag 250. That's the EOS today, folks. Hashtag 250. It is, hey, Joyce McConnell. Come on in, Joyce. How are you? Blessings. $250 for the 250th anniversary of the American anniversary. All right. $250. That's good. $250. Coming up this July 4th. Also, we're going to be having the Wounded Warrior Project auction. That will be MLZB and Jenny Sweetheart. They'll be running that. That's a biggie. That is a biggie. And like I said, all proceeds from this race today, this one first here for this little keychain, then we'll go on to the next ones later. But we got to get this one done first, folks. How many we got in there? Let's see. How many got left? We got, 7 left? Where are we at? Got 3 down. We need 7 left to go. We need 7 more to go at $2.50. $2.50. $2.50. You take home one of these. All right? The proceeds from this race is going to Wounded Warrior Project. Either I'm going to I'll just probably send the money to MLZB, or I'll do something in silver with it and convert it and send it that way. One way or the other, the proceeds from this one is going to go to WWP. The first spot in the race was already bought by Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. So let's go, folks. Let's send this up to WWP and get yourself a nice little charm to go with it. And let's get on with the races, all right?
Introducing the Heart of the Sea Angel Wings Pendant. They can be worn for all occasions and on any garment. They can be purchased simply at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms by going to cheekychihuahuacharms@yahoo.com. So get your cheeky on.
Yeah, get your cheeky on. Now, this is something that I've researched a few times now, and apparently nobody else is doing it. Okay, I'm good with that. I like being odd and different. That's me. That is my normal method. All right, I won't lie about it. That's my normal method of getting things done. All right, Mike Slice. Come on in, Mike. Yeah, hashtag I've been announced, Jimmy Snowdog. All right, Nick. Great. Tell you what, I'll get into that in a second. Let me finish showing this off right quick. Apparently right now, as it stands, I'm the only one with one of these. Okay? Not the only one that has a cockle shell, but I'm the only one who's done this. Basically what I've done, and I don't know if this camera's doing a good enough impression. I'm going to flip over to the other one, folks. Hold on just a second. Nick, I'll be getting to you in just a sec. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Hold on. Oh, Lord, me and buttons. Here we go. Have a look at this. Let me get this to come down and bring it up. You can see the shine on this. It is a cockle shell that, when set right, if you got getting in a camera right, as you look at it this way, it actually looks like angel wings. People around over the pass, St. John's Pass, they call this the heart of the sea. And I said, angel wings. Yeah, that too. So we call it heart of the sea, angel wings. And apparently, I'm the only one so far that's managed to go ahead and coat these in a resin, and that protects them. That protects them real good, okay? That protects them real well. That way they're not destroyed. And you can wear them as a pendant. They're actually kind of cheap, actually. Today, on Cheeky Chihuahua Charms, they are going for $15 plus shipping. Shipping's costing a lot of things right now. And they hit me last time, and I got all this stuff saved up from last week, and we're going to ship out this week. I'm going to ship like once a month now. I was trying to keep it up every week, but they're just going nuts with these prices on shipping. I'll figure it out and keep up with it, but they just keep going sky high. All right, let me get it back over here. Ding, 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 ding. Boop, boop, boop. I got to move a couple things like that. See how magically that happened? Yeah, I got up and moved it. I have to move this one out of the way, Nick, because that one's not in the proceedings. That's for something later if we ever get past the second race. But I do have 4 bars. All right. I'm going to try to do this without making a real bad mess. Get up close. There we go. There we go. All right. Back up just a little bit. All right. Well, it was straight. Okay, that's right enough. What we've got here is, let's see, hard to see. What we got here is up on the top left, we've got a Morgan replica. On the right, we've got a 1 ounce bar with a Standing Liberty on it. She's got toning all over her. Over here, we have I don't think there's a date on this one. There's not. It's just basically a 1 ounce of the Buffalo nickel replica. Oops. No scratch and dent sales here, folks. Got a Buffalo nickel. And over here, we got a 1 ounce Christmas with Santa Claus on it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. And on the back, it's got a real lightly scratched in name of Joshua. And if you know anything about silver, that silver can be taken out really, that can be buffed out real nice. And you can put you can put another name in there. I don't know who did that. Must have been somebody young. You don't do that to silver. But that's 1 ounce of silver, Nick. You take your choice, whichever one you want, and we'll give that Wheel of Spots a good run. I'm not used to not having a moderator in here and having Zoltan going back and forth. The bar, please. All right, Nick, you got it. Let me remove that off the shelf. Ta-ding! I have sticky notes behind the camera here, and I put things on, and I put people's names so I don't forget what I'm doing. If my pen will write. All right. All right, Nick. That's 1 bar. That's at 70. That's basically $7-8. Well, we're looking at it now. It's about $8, $8.50 now off the spot, normal national spot. Now, let me hit this button here. Share screen. That's the wrong one. Oops. Okay, I got the right button that time. Picker wheel. Yep. Here we go. All right, that should be coming in nice and clear. Yeah, it does. All right, let's give it a good old countdown. I put the right button. Countdown to 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. There you go. Come on, 7, stay there. Yeah, there you go. Congratulations, Nick. You got the top dog on that one. Yeah, you did. Take 7 from 70. You got 63. So, Nick, your price today is $63 for a 1 ounce silver. And when you get in when you go in the chat rooms later, man, hey, I got an ounce of silver for 63 from Jimmy Snow Dog. And that's what's going on, Nick. You can send that to me. Let me flip over to banners and find my banners. Let's see. Show this one. Here we go. Real simple. PayPal and Zelle is Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. All one word, all lower caps at yahoo.com. Cash App is $ Jimmy Snowdog 2112. It's written along the bottom there, Nick. And Nick, make sure you send me an email claiming that so I don't make a mistake and forget. Please. Okay, go over here and move that. And do that. Let me look at here. Sweet. Yep. Yeah, congratulations. How much for shipping? Nick, you don't pay shipping on that. Oh, yeah. Well, no, that's not a race. Yeah, I guess you do pay shipping. Nick, let's just call that a flat rate of 6. I'm not going to, they're charging me like $7.25, but I'll go 6 because I was paying 5 and people were paying 5. I don't mind losing a few cents on shipping, but I hate taking that big curve they're taking me. So just throw me 6, Nick. Just throw 6 at that, please. That way you're still saving at least $1. You just took 7 off, and I forgot about shipping. Sorry about that one. Yeah, there's shipping. I totally forgot. Yeah, we'll call it 6 though, Nick. I'm not going that. All right. All right. Thank you, Nick. Seriously, Nick Allman. Fantastic. And everybody, if you can hear my voice, there's only 3 of us in here. You hear me yakking. You tell somebody, yeah, I just watched Nick somebody pick up. You don't say Nick, maybe you don't want to know it, but yeah, I watched Jimmy Snowdog sell an ounce of silver for $63 at today's prices. That's over $10 under spot, folks. Straight up. All right, we got 7 spots left. This is the Wounded Warrior. That proceeds is going to Wounded Warrior today, folks. Somebody's yelling at me. You never know. The Chihuahua's yelling at me. Hold on a second, folks. Let me stop sharing this. Let's see. Let me put something on right quick because the Chihuahua's on the back porch and he's losing it again for some reason. I don't know what he's up to this time. Let's go with this. If you thought I was weird, wait till you see this one.
Daddy's pen pal from Kakastan came for a visit to Tampa Bay. His name is Squidly. Daddy met him in chat room on Silver Plus 23's channel. Squidly said he was of royal blood, so Daddy ordered a stretch limo to go and see the sights of Tampa Bay. They went to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers games, then they watched the Lightning win. And again. After the game, they decided to take a walk around the Bay Shore Boulevard sidewalk, one of the longest in the world. Everything was fine, until Squidly whistled at someone's Ford Prefect. Even Daddy said, that was odd. It was nice for Squidly to visit, and we hope to see him again soon.
You know, you really got to have a strange mind to come up with some strange shit like that. I get a kick out of doing things like this. I mean, you don't see that too often. Funny as hell. Thank you, Nick. I got that on PayPal. I'll be getting that out. Like I said, I got this weekend between tomorrow until like Saturday. I'm gonna sit down and get all my shipping done and get things out. Squidly's Adventures. Yeah. If I can finish arguing with Gemini about the next one I'm doing, Squidly's going to the flea market. Yeah, he's going to the flea market next, I do believe. I got some friends of mine out there that I got their permission to do that with. I thought it was funny as hell. All right, let me bring this back up, pull this back out. Let's see. Instead of just throwing them, here we go. Now, if we can get this other race going, folks, We're still looking at $2.50. We're still looking at $2.50 for these here. All right, that's $2.50 for a Danbury mint 50-cent piece. It's coated, protected, and it makes a nice keychain. It's Cheeky Chihuahuas. Now, these here, I'm going to try to get the race going for these. Benji, Kennedy, Walker. Let's see. Let me see dates on these things. I can't see them here. 58, I think. 64, 43, I think. I can't see them from here, but I'm sure that's close enough. Those are 90% silver, $50. Current national price, going price, anywhere you look at, they're $30 a pop. Silver right now is at, let me check that again. I like bragging, we take things off. Zeus, be quiet, please, buddy. All right. Yep, went down to it's $78. All right, 78. Still taking money off. All right. But they go for 30 a pop in any condition, whether they're real pretty or not. As long as you can see that date there, they're still 90% silver. And I'll be doing that next, if we can get it going, for $4 a spot. Think about it, folks. Got to put that in your pocket. Well, we're going after this right now, though. Let's get this race out of the way. Then we'll go to the other one. What we want is what we're looking at right there. Those are pristine proof Kennedys that they gold gilded. That's 24 karat gold, I believe. I looked at the Danbury mint thing. Oh, let me find out what the Chihuahua's crying about now. He just got himself a little crybaby today, I guess. Let's look at this one for a minute. All right. And that's called Cloud Watching by Jimmy Snowdog. It's an original. The clouds in the back, I I pried off a YouTube or something. They're just uncopyrighted stuff. Nobody cares. But yeah, the piece of music is mine. All right. Where are we at, folks? I'm sorry. I had to argue with the Chihuahua. He likes to argue. Okay. Nick's in there. Lisa's in there. Joyce is in there. Let me look over what we got here. Giveaway tool. And we got 6. All right. We got 6 people in there. That's cool. Must be present when I run that wheel. All right. Please be present. I have no problem with it, but please be present. I want to give it away, but hey, got to do it. All right. $2.50. Come on, folks, for a keychain. That's not too bad. Let's get through this because the proceeds will go to Wounded Warrior. All right. It's the first small race. I started this stream later than usual because people are telling me over on the West Coast that I'm too early for them at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. My coast over here on the East Coast in Tampa, Florida. Well, we're the West Coast of Florida. All right. Anyway, we're the East Coast. We're Eastern. So I pulled back my show 2 hours after so to give folks a little more time to wake up and find out what's going on. That's why I'm stretching it out, pushing videos so people get a chance to realize I'm on. Now, Picky Nikki, now that's my lady. Oh, I love that lady. She's something else. I get a lot of my jewelry from her. She'll be coming on about 3:30, so I know I won't be running that long, folks. I'm coming up on an hour now. Let's go. We got 7 spots left. That's just $2.50 a race. $2.50. Let's get it going, folks. Come on. Let me push this button here, grab that here. Now, this one's kind of cool. I thought it was neat. I'll throw this in. If you're not happy, by the way, if you're not real happy about having a keychain, if that's being a problem for you, and it shouldn't be, trust me, because I will explain to you why. All right? Real simple. And I do mean real simple. If you don't like the idea of the keychain, you don't like keychains, that's cool. If that coin is still valuable and still a nice coin, it's protected. You can put it in any kind of collection. You can give it as a gift. Walk up, shake hands with somebody you like, and flip them a coin. The hell's that as a gift? We'll go with it. This one, you couldn't shake hands and give it away because it's a little large. It's a 1776 and 1970. So 76. I believe it's D. Yeah, Denver Mint. And this thing, if I get it right, is proof out the window. All right. That's a 1776 Kennedy proof. Rotate it. It's a proof, but it's also in this resin. It's a block of resin. This is a nice piece to put on your desk. I have no idea who Prince Insurance was. That was their 50th anniversary, apparently. Couldn't care less. But that's a nice coin. You can put that somewhere real easy on a desk, give that as a gift. I'll throw that one in as well, folks. I'll throw that one in as well. Yep, there goes doink. I done knock things down again. Not uncommon for me. Not uncommon for me. Let's see how that looks in the back. Spinning, if you can see it. No, you couldn't see that. I just knocked everything down. I was on the wrong camera. There you go. $2.50 a pop. Just a spot. Listen to Jimmy have to get things ready for Nikki's live. Yeah, Nikki can be on about 3:30. Lisa gets in there and listens to Nikki. I've gotten some nice stuff from Nikki. I really have. Nikki's got some great. When I get to give my wife rubies, I actually get to give her sterling silver set, rubies set in sterling silver. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I get a kick. I think the fact that I get to do it. Darling, I think Jimmy had one for WP and Nick's had a spot. That's it. So far, we've got 3 in there. Jimmy, I mod for Nikki. Okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, I guess you do. Oh, Pelon. Hey, oh, Pelon. Come on in, brother. Blessings, come on in. It's hashtag 250 for the EOS today, oh, Pelon. It's hashtag 250. And it's also $2.50 a spot, 10 spots for one of these Kennedy keychains. I added a 5th one in the back there and spinning around. That is a 1776 proof. Now, over the keychains, it's very simple. If you don't like a keychain, you just unscrew the top and pop the coin out. It's still a nice protected coin. Coming up in almost an hour. Don't look like a movie's gonna. SkyQuest. Hey, SkyQuest, come on in. Blessings and welcome. Tim Ivans. Hey, Tim, come on in. Welcome. Come on in. Let me pop this up. We got a few people popped in here. Let me pop this up right quick. Share screen. Share screen. See, I say that twice. So you go to that one to the giveaway. There we go. All right. Pop that up right quick. Hashtag 250. That's in honor of the 250th American anniversary. 250. And also today, in honor of that, is $2.50 for those cute little coins. All right? It's a keychain. If you don't like it, give it a gift. Still nice. Hashtag 250, but it's $2.50. We got 7 open for this first race. Let's get this first race out of the way. Maybe we can have a second. That's when you get the real silver going. And that's only $4 a pop, people. $4, 10 spots for a $30 coin in silver. You can't beat that with a stick if you tried. Well, you can hear the sounds of the outside city out there. There goes a siren for something. All right. I think I'll leave that up just a little bit longer and I take it down. Hashtag 250. Must be present to win. And we're still talking about these. $2.50. That's all, folks. That's it. Okay? We'll still run that a little bit. And let's show something else off because I'm kind of looking at it myself. Pull that up. Bring it over. Now, a little while back, my buddies over there at Auction Palooza, that would be Vinny and Heather. Those are some neat people. Those are some neat people. I'm serious. Let's slide this back over here and show off what these here. Courtesy of the U.S. Monetary Exchange. Here's a pristine. Comes with a COA. Authentic, uncirculated $2 note. Comes in a nice little case. I don't think it's got a date. Let me look at them right quick. I'm sure they have dates. 2003. 2003. Yeah, they're both 2003. 06, 24, 47, 37, 25. They're almost in series, but they're not. Here's 2 of them. I have 2 of them. Courtesy of the United States Monetary Exchange. Nice little leather-bound cases. They're still in great condition. And they're $2 bills. Now, if you know somebody young just starting to do their coin collection, these would be perfect gifts. Today only, let's see. I'll go starting bid of $8 on these. Starting bid, $8 for the $2, and they're uncirculated $2 bills in the leather bounds. Starting bid, $8. How did I mess that up? I still messed it up. Try it again. These are $2 notes. They're uncirculated. All right. Let's try this. All right. Now I'm typing. Finally, $2 notes at $8 starting bid. $8. There we go. Finally got in there right. All right, Nick wants them for $8. Those are uncirculated. Uncirculated. In a nice bound, leather bound. 2 of them. I got them from Auction Palooza. They're really nice, if you ask me. I had them up on the counter the other day, and some people looking at them. Said, yeah, let's see if we can put them on the show. They were asking about them. Nick, we're going at 8. We got Nick at 8. Do we have any other interest? If not, I'm going to move on to those coppers in the back. Going to get the 2 cents worth out right quick. I'll tell you what. See, now I made it. I've got a couple of them, Max. Let's go with this one. We're going to do a countdown on this one, Nick. See if anybody else got an interest, but I don't think you're going to have any trouble. Here we go. I'm sorry, folks. Wow. Dead air. Didn't mean to have that. I'm arguing with the Chihuahua again. Zeus is having a day. Zeus is having a day. All right. That was over with. Nick, I don't think anybody came in after Nick. Nope. Fantastic, Nick. Let me check comments. All right. Sold to Nick. You got it, Nick. Hey, Nick, do me a favor. Make sure you send me an email claiming all this. All right. That way I don't make a mistake. I'm doing the shipping this weekend, and I don't want to mess it up because I've been doing to mess some things up. Thank you very much, Nick. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to go on to the other two here. And I say other two, I mean by my 2 cents worth. What's your 2 cents worth? Somebody opened their mouth and said that to me a little while back, and I went, how about a solid copper 2 cents? I thought they were neat. Ordered them up. Check out these. First off, when I say 2 cents worth, yeah, pull that one up there. Come up there. There we go. There's 2 cents. 2 Indian heads. Yep, 2 cents. Even says it on the back. 1 cent. There's 2 cents right there. 2 cents worth. Actually, those are 2 actual 1 ounce coppers. Proof, pristine, very pretty. Picked them up at the show a little while back. Stuck them out there like that. That's 2 cents worth. Here's these 2 cents worth. Total different Indian heads. Got the date on that bottom there. I forget what it is. 1911, I think it is what they call them. All right. They got the eagle on the back. 2 cents worth. Then, another couple of 2 cents. There's another Indian head and a buffalo nickel. 2 cents worth? Not exactly. And last but not least, I got in my hand today. These are holidays. Happy holidays. Got the eagles on the back. And I call that my 2 cents worth. But actually, to you, today, yeah, it says 1 cent. That's good enough. Today, that's $8. That's $4 for a copper round, folks. If you look at the price of copper, you know I'm selling it cheap for that because the price of copper is rising every couple of days. You'll see it go up a few more pennies. And it's been doing that for months now. A lot of the dealers out there at the Coinocopia, our once a month show, they're calling copper the poor man's silver. A lot of good copper out there. That's 2 1 ounce copper rounds. Any ones you want, or all of them you want. They're $8 for 2. $4 a piece, $8 together. That's $8. Do I have any takers? Let me do this right quick. That's 2 1 ounce, copper rounds, $8. And I won't do a starting bid. That's the bin price, $8. I'm waiting on the mail today. I'll be getting Silver Paw's other t-shirt, the black one, and that'll be for my wife, Andrea. And I'll be getting some more copper from him as well. I'll be getting a Bigfoot 5 ounce, and I'll be getting a 1 ounce B2 bomber to add to my collection. In my collection, I'll have the B2 bomber. I'll have the SR-71. I'll have the Falcon. And I'll have F-35 and a F-22. I'll have several of them. I'm keeping the whole collection. I'll get them all done. Do we have any takers on these 1 cent? 2 cents. Got some lurkers out there. Say hello. Come on, yell at me. We're looking at over an hour. I'm not going to infringe on Nikki that much. I guarantee that. I love and respect that woman. I try to control myself when I'm in her chat. Y'all know me. I get crazy in the other chats. I get nuts, especially over on Silver Paws or Cash Money. God, I love giving Cash Money pure hell. He takes it all in a cup and knows I'm nuts. And we all do it. We all mess with each other. I love messing with SkyQuest because he usually crawls in my, what did you say this time? Or Tim will call me up, I refuse. Yeah, it's fun to mess with people. Like I said, last week, I think I was selling barbecued lizard lips on a stick for $1 in the lobby in the chat room. Yeah, figure that one out. The one I tried before that, a week before that, I kind of tried to convince everybody that somebody had plugged up the toilet in the chat room, and now the water was hitting the floor in the chat room. A couple people just kept looking at me like, what is wrong with him? Well, the answer is, what's wrong with him? Nothing. There you go. All right. Ain't got no takers on those. I'm going to go back one last time to pitch for this race. Nick, I hope you haven't turned in for this race yet, because I don't like anybody's going to play. Okay, nobody wants to race today. That's okay with me. $2.50 a race, a spot in the race. We've got 3 down. We need 7 more. Come on, folks. We get this done. That's the cheap race. That's $2.50. That's going straight to WWP. I'm trying to hawk this for WWP, folks. All right. I will present this to Jeannie and them later on. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, not yet on the race. Yeah, there's don't send in yet, Nick. I can't get anybody on the race. Let's don't do that one. What I would like to do, I wanted to do, if we could get that one going, was go with this one. But we don't have enough takers, I see. Maybe some people come in. I got lurkers out there just watching me. All right. Those are 2 Benjamins, a Kennedy, and a Walker. $50. Each one is definitely pre-64. Kennedy is 64. The 2 Benjis, I think, are in the 50s, and the Walker's in the 40s. $30 a coin nationwide. All right. Nationwide is $30 a coin anywhere you look. $30 a coin. Now, I'm going $4 a spot, 10 spots a race, and you pick up a $30 coin for $4. That ain't bad. Okay? And if you're just out for the silver and you definitely don't care about the keychain, that's fine with me. All you got to do is take that, unscrew the top, and it takes the coin out. Put it in your stack. Forget about the keychain. And if you're just a stacker, and if you're listening, I know some people out there are listening or lurking. Listen to my voice. These things are going at $30 a pop, folks. $30 a pop a coin. If you're listening to my voice before I get off this stream, I will sell you 2 keychains for $50. I dare you. I dare you. Anybody out there? I'm calling you out on this one. I'm calling you out on this one. 2 $30 coins for $50. I'll be getting off here soon, folks. Don't forget, hashtag 250 in honor of the America's 250th anniversary coming this 4th of July. I plan on raising a little extra hell this year. Gonna probably go cause some trouble with my friends. Come to think of it, I got some kinfolk. They're up in Georgia. Yeah, they got some fireworks up there. Yeah, I'm going to celebrate the 4th of July, Jack. You dang right this year. In a heartbeat. All right, folks. I don't think I've got any takers on any of these races today. That's okay. Still a good day. Still a good way to play. But I offer good deals, folks. Nick Allman took advantage of that good deal. And I guarantee he took advantage of that good deal. He picked himself up a 1-ounce round of silver for $63. All right. And that does happen on my show. Let me push this buttons here. Share this. Share that. Go to this one. It's that one. All right. All right. What I'm looking at is we got 9 people in there. So far at the top, I got 10 people looking in. Somebody didn't put in hashtag 250. I mean, that's EOS. Going to happen in about a few seconds. All right. So far, we're going to go over today. 2 races, no takers, but Nick Allman did manage to purchase himself a 1-ounce bar of silver for $63. And he also, y'all can't see this, he also got two $2 bills in a leather fold for $8 because that's good pricing, folks. That's good pricing. And I like doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, I do. Katita, welcome. Come on in. It's the end of the show, sweetheart, but hey, I have no problem with you doing it. I like Katita. She's been around for a while. Katita, hashtag 250. All right? Hashtag 250, folks. Sorry about the silence there, folks, but I had to go dig it in a couple things. And these would be nice for the EOS, a couple of these. Yeah, all right. Hashtag 250, folks. I see 10 entries. Yeah, all right. Not a problem with me. Don't find my squiddly one. Now, my countdowns are a little crazy. Let me check, make sure that I got everything in. I got you in, Katita. I was going to, yeah, I saw you in there. I'm going to make sure you stay in there. Yeah, no problem there. We'll get you in there. Now, what have we not shown today? What have I not played today? Let's see. Oh, well, we're normally not doing the boutique today, so I won't bother to show that one. We showed off the Heart of the Sea. Let's see. I'll play this one more time.
Let's help Squiddly Diddly get ready to celebrate the 4th of July and the 250th American anniversary. He is trying. Yes, we know. He's very trying. Yeah, if you want to see something weird, look, this is by my show on Wednesdays. I'm going to show you something weird I've done lately. That Squiddly's bound to wind up in the boutique next week, by the way, if you're looking for one of those. I've seen a couple else out there. All right, folks, let me get over here. It's pushing over. Wait. Here we go. Here we go, folks. 3, 2, and a 1. Let's go. Nick Allman. Wow, that saves on some shipping. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that saves on some shipping. Congratulations, Nick. We the SpongeBob and Patrick. Okay, yeah. Actually, that's not supposed to be Squiddly. I just started calling him Squiddly for some dumb reason. And it was the AI that started it with me.
Nick, that saves on shipping. Now check this out, brother. We'll turn that off. I'll move this out a little bit. Pull this back. Now, I don't get cheap, but I don't get too cheap on my giveaways because I like to share things. All right. Now, this one is a 1943, the genuine steel penny from the wartime. It was steel until they decided to go ahead and give it a 24 karat plating. It's a novelty item, Nick. It's a novelty item. I understand that. Basically, it's a novelty item. All right. And to go along with that, good fortune there, Nick. Gonna throw in 3 buffalo heads. Three buffalo heads. Well, that's pretty good. 3 buffalo nickels with the Indian heads on them. Let me check. I don't think I got dates. I think no. One's a 37, and the other 2 are loners. They're dateless. But congratulations, Nick. And thank you guys for playing, period, coming in and seeing me. Thanks for putting up with my crazy videos. I am working on a new Italian brain rot video. Once I get that done, I'm probably going to wrap all those creatures up, those little figures, and I'm going to send them off to Katera. That's that would be Zoltan's daughter. She likes them things. And once I'm done playing with a toy, yeah, come on, give it to a kid. I'm a big enough kid. I'm 66 years old. I'm a kid, all right? I love playing, but I love spreading that stuff too and giving them stuff. So I'll probably send that off to her. Zoltan's not here today. He's usually my moderator, but he's at the hospital today or doctor's appointment. Now, his birthday is on the 30th of April. I intend to do something at Zoltan for his birthday, and part of that's probably going to be sending toys to his daughter. All right? Thank you, everyone. Blessings. Have a great day. Bye-bye.